Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Damon here with another Sims 4 speed build. So the Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu just came out last week, and as soon as it came out I had to play with all the building stuff because I love to build. And I must say that it was really hard to actually build something with the stuff in the pack. A lot of it was very wild, very alien, which I guess is the point. But it made it very difficult for me to come up with something that I could use the stuff in. I remember the first renditions of this build, it was just like a normal house, but it had weird windows and weird doors and weird wall textures, and it was just weird. So yeah, obviously I scrapped that. And it actually took me some time to actually come up with an idea, a concept, and a lot of playing around with the pack and the stuff in it to come up with this build. So this build, surprise surprise, is a micro home. It's also a starter home, so I was actually pleasantly surprised when I didn't have to motherload this build. So the idea behind this build is that it's a hideout. Maybe like an alliance hideout. Like, I'm not well versed in like Star Wars lore or anything like that, but I think the Alliance guys are the ones who are fighting the bad guys. Anyway, the Alliance don't have like the fancy stuff, which is why this hideout doesn't look super fancy. I really wanted it to look really scavenged and kind of put together in sort of like a rush. I wanted it to feel really dark, really dingy, kind of a little bit dirty. I actually find that a lot of the stuff inside the pack kind of lends itself to that feel, so it wasn't hard to actually create that atmosphere. As you can see, all the stuff that I could use from the pack, I did use. The pack didn't have everything. It didn't have any beds or any kitchen and bathroom stuff. But since I already knew the feel and the atmosphere of the place that I wanted to create, it was pretty easy for me to look and find the things that I thought would go with that vibe. I'm actually pretty proud of the toilet door that I found. It's one from Strangerville, and it looks really dirty and a little disheveled, but it's got a no aliens sign sticky taped to the door. I thought it was hilarious. So now we've moved up to the top, or the ground floor. Now we all know that any good hideout has a very convincing front. And what can be more convincing than a storage shed? In order to achieve this look, I got boxes and I put them inside. Which is why I've fast forwarded this bit here, because it's not very interesting watching me put boxes in a shed. I did arrange them in a way to make it so that the sim has to wind their way around to get to the ladder, just to add a bit of mystery to the build. Otherwise, all anyone had to do to find the hideout was to look straight down the shed. After watching this, I realized the shed is kind of a missed opportunity. I could have actually used that space as like a living room or a second living room or something like that. If you do download this build, feel free to use the shed as you please. I think now I'm just doing the finishing touches before we move on to the flybys. All in all, I like this build, like the pack. It's a bit strange, but I've always liked strange, so that's no problem for me. I like the feel of this build. It's very different. I've never done anything like this before. I usually like my builds neat and tidy, but this one isn't so much. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to reward yourselves by giving this video a like and subscribing to this channel. If you'd like to download this build, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.